Warning, the following contains language unsuitable for minors. If you're under the age of 18 and have not heard the word fuck before, well, you have now.
Oh yeah, it's the weekend, and you know what that means. It's time for the most entertaining hour of your weekend. It's time for Pixels and Bits on the Overshield.com with your hosts, Corey, Andrew, and Tommy. And now, broadcasting from planet Earth, it's time for Pixels and Bits.
Welcome out to Pixel and Bits on the Overshield.com. My name is Andrew. Hi! How you doing? I am joined by one of my normal co-hosts, Tommy Portugal.
Hello, everyone. It's great to see you. Be back on the show.
And we have two special guests today. That's right, not one, but two. I'm going to introduce one of them, and the other's going to introduce themselves. First off, Dimitri. Why don't you say hi to everybody?
Hello, my friends. It's good to meet all of you. I hope this turns into a very good time.
And we have a very special guest on today. Well, how about you introduce yourself, very special guest?
Hi, I'm the very special guest. No, I'm just kidding. Hello, everyone. This is Suzkaiden from The Testers Season 3, joining this crew of two normal guys and a professional Russian. Yes.
Yeah. Alright. So, let's move right into the first segment and the Overshield News Desk. Hit the music!
We had
the music later.
Okay.
Alright, so I have three stories for us today. The first one having to deal with Mass Effect 3. Now don't worry, I will give out no more spoilers. I already crapped on the entire game a few episodes ago. Alright, so...
It's a very good job on that too.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So, Mass Effect 3. The brand new DLC...
What? No.
Excuse me?
He said something and I couldn't hear him. No, keep going. Mass Effect 3, go ahead.
Mass Effect 3 free DLC is coming out. Now, it's said that it's not supposed to be a new ending, but it's just supposed to clarify on the ending. Now, as I said, I haven't played Mass Effect 3, and the only person here... Have you played Mass Effect 3, Lisa?
No, but I had the opportunity to watch some reviews and check out some trailers. I'm poor, so I don't have the game, but no, I haven't had the chance to play it myself, but I do check it out.
Okay. So Tommy, since I believe you're the only one here that has Mass Effect 3, I'm not sure about the Russian. What do you think about this free DLC?
I played it, but I couldn't start because it was I don't know, one of my members of my team was being a little bitch, and I got pissed off, and yeah, stuff.
Okay, so yes, out of this group, I am the only one who has played Mass Effect 3 and beaten it. For me, I like the ending already. So for them to extend it, I'm curious what it's going to be. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it no matter what. But to the people that wanted a new ending, they're not going to get that, and they're still going to bitch about that. And I don't know why, but, for me... Yeah, go ahead. No, you go.
See, I was gonna... Okay, then. See, I was gonna say that... I lost my train of thought, so you can go ahead.
Alright.
Very professional, I know. Thank you.
You know, I might interrupt you, and I'm sorry. It's really funny that a couple of days ago they released some kind of survey about which was the worst company to work on, or the worst company, and EA, Electronic Arts, won. And I was kind of like a little shocked because, man, they may be assholes with their employees, but they've released like several really, really good games that I enjoyed, and Mass Effect 3 is one of them. So, that's a good point to put out there.
Yeah, and I think the reason why people are so upset with EA is because of the whole DLCs, especially when it came from Mass Effect 3. They were really upset at the fact that they had Day 1 DLC. And for me, I don't know why people were so upset about that, because they hinted this DLC when they announced the Collector's Edition like months ago. And now just because they found out that the DLC contained a Prothean character, people were raging about it. And if you don't know... Oh,
they're gonna have to pay for that even though it's already on the disc?
No,
It
it's
was
not
not
on the
Capcom.
disc. It is not on the disc.
Yeah, it's not on the disc. That's the thing. It was not on the disc.
Okay, so it's downloadable content. Awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
It
not,
was actual downloadable content. They did not pull a bitchy Capcom maneuver and then they just put a bunch of DLC that's already on the disc and then start charging people.
I know, man, and it sucks because most of the characters are people were waiting for. They're gonna have to pay for them, and that sucks.
yeah.
But so it's the world.
Sadly, it is, yes.
Alright, just one last thing on this Mass Effect 3 thing before we move on. Okay, like you were saying, people were upset at the beginning because they had to pay for the DLC. Do you think this will get them any bonus points? I don't know exactly what to say. Maybe people are happy because the DLC is going to be free? Tommy?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give them some bonus points. They already announced a new DLC, multiplayer one. I forgot the name of it, but it's coming out this Tuesday on April 10th, and it's free. You know, it features like 5 brand new characters, 2 maps, new weapons. It's amazing. You get a lot of content, and it's free. So, I mean, they're handing out free DLCs already.
There we go. Alright, moving right on ahead, steamrolling. THQ, the developer THQ, is dead in 6 months, says the Grand Theft Auto publisher. THQ will be dead in 6 months, according to Grand Theft Auto publisher Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick, speaking at the MIT Business and Gaming Conference today. Alright, now let me ask a question. Are any of you fans of THQ in their work?
I am an extreme fan of Darksiders, but that's because I like seeing end of the world shit.
How about you two, Tommy or Lisa? Are either one of you fans of THQ, or are you not too familiar with their work?
I'm not familiar with the work.
The only thing I remember playing from them was some stuff about UFC and WWE. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. I used to be a huge fan of the WWE before it became even more staged, but that's not the point. That's the only thing I know of them. Then everything else, I am in a black hole.
Alright, well, just to clarify, some of the games that they've, put out are the WWE games. They also did some of the UFC games. They did a game called Homefront. They did, some hit and misses, and overall it's kind of really hit or miss with them. So, do you guys think, because with the success of things like UFC and the WWE 12 and things like that, do you guys really think that they have a legitimate chance of going out of business, or do you think the Grand Theft Auto guys are just kind of off base here?
I think they're off base. I think they're pulling a Rovio. When Rovio, the guys who made Angry Birds, they came out and said basically the consoles are dead, which I call bullshit. Everybody knows that's bullshit. And I think Take-Two, they're just trying to toot their own horn, is how you say it. They're just trying to make themselves look good.
Fair enough. I can only assume that neither one of you have an opinion on this.
What can I say? They've been closing shit since 2008, and they're not looking good. So, moving on the gaming industry.
Alright, the last thing. Alright, this one's more of a smaller news story. Now, have any of you ever heard of the game Shadowrun?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
We talking about the original one or the crappy first-person shooter remake?
Neither. Shadowrun returns, and because they just hit their Kickstarter goal. They're supposed to be making a true remake of the original Shadowrun.
So they're doing a reboot of a reboot.
Yes.
They just Inception that shit.
Yes, they have.
Yep, they hit 550,000 in just 28 hours. So, the project is going up. And that is the gaming news desk. Very small. The news this week was kind of slow, in my opinion. There wasn't a lot of huge things, in my opinion. But there we go.
You know what's funny? I recall there was a Super Nintendo game of Shadowrun. Correct me if I'm mistaken.
I believe there was one.
Yeah, that's how old I am. Oh my god.
There may be, I don't really remember. There was, I think there was on the Super Nintendo, but I think it was mostly on PC.
That's when it really took a peak, because I do remember a Shadowrun game. For...
The PC is where the niche was.
Gotcha.
Alright, after that we move right in to our middle segment, which is an interview with Lisa, aka Suzkaiden.
Ooh.
Yay!
Yay!
It's time to go good cop, bad cop time.
Good
I hope you
cop,
put
bad
some
cop.
like cool like sound effects in the background and stuff.
Oh, don't worry, we'll just post-production it in. We did the same thing with Tommy Tallarico.
Yes, our last episode we did with the legendary Tommy Tallarico. Yep. Alright.
So,
Alright, Tommy. Since last time you got put on the spot and you had 0 questions. None.
Ah.
None. This
was
time you
embarrassing.
get to ask the very first question.
Yes, okay. Lisa,
yes.
so tell me your experience on the tester. I mean, that was, for me, I think the show was a little bit ridiculous just to get a position for a gaming company doing a bunch of weird challenges, which really has nothing to do with the profession, I think, in my own opinion.
You know, I think the only, and I'm being completely honest right now, I think the only part where I said, oh my god, what the fuck, BBQ, was when I saw the roaches. I was like, this has absolutely nothing to do with what we're going to be doing. This doesn't really prove shit. What the fuck? And part of my language, but that's really, in a nutshell, how I felt. Then, you know, everything else, I can excuse them and say that they had underlined stuff in them and they can actually prove some shit about how you can crash under pressure, your communication skills, your creativity, and all that stuff. Now, roaches? No. Just no.
One
Alright.
of the only ones I did not understand was the third test. That was the Uncharted test, and that was when you had to go through some sort of obstacle course and shoot melons at the
Yeah.
terrorist targets. And I started thinking, like, how the hell does shooting melons at terrorists have anything to do with Uncharted?
You are talking about the challenge on episode 3, which was on the episode where my dear and admired Eagle Raptor went home. I don't think they could actually make an Uncharted-based challenge. They will have to take us to a jungle. They will have to make fake explosions. So I don't think they have the budget for that. So an empty parking lot, some stuff thrown around, a dead bus, melons, and a catapult. That summarizes it. Yes, that's gonna make sense.
So here's my question. Did you actually have any legitimate problems with anybody when you were staying there, or was that more of just the way things were edited?
I honestly, do you have another question? I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Oh no, that was my question.
Okay, I didn't, let me recap, because I have ADD, massive ADD. Scanning. No, I didn't have any real issues with anybody, but they did have real issues with me, and I was not aware. ADD again. Honestly, for me, it was all very confusing. I honestly admit that on day 1 I overreacted. Oh my god! But that was the effects of alcohol. I had really, I was like hanging out normally, and then Christy Pride, who's a bartender, tells me, "Hey, why don't you have a glass of wine?" And when I realized I've had like 10 and a beer, I was just pretty much out of it, and I'm not really good at handling alcohol. So yeah, you saw the results. Anyway, and I think some people got really bothered by it, and the next day everybody was just being mean out of nowhere, and I was just like feeling really awkward. And I remember the only person who was genuinely talking to me was Igor Raptor, and he was as clueless as I was. We were like, why is everybody being so weird? But honestly, no, I didn't hate anybody. I didn't really have a problem with nobody, and I still don't, man.
I got two questions.
Yes,
The
go
first
ahead.
one, has to do with Eagle Raptor. How did you feel about when he got booted off? I did not think why he was booted off was justified. I thought there was other bullshit.
That was bullshit. Yes.
Yeah, I think that was more of a producer thing instead of the judges. Is my opinion.
You know, on the moment when he was eliminated, I was really angry, and I did say a couple of things, and they didn't put that, of course, because that would have made me look like a human being, and that was not the point. But I thought it was bullshit. I honestly, and it may sound, but I honestly, if they would have eliminated me and kept him, I wouldn't have felt so bad. But damn, it was all so fucking stupid. There was, like, every time they said something about him, about something bad he did in the challenge, we will answer them back. And there was really not a point to say, hey, you have to go home because of this. They even took a break, took us out, took like probably 30 minutes, and then when we came back, the guy said, why didn't you help your teammates shoot the melons? Your game ends here. And we're like, really? Oh, fuck me, man. Really?
I was speaking of the melons thing. I thought that was funny. I watched the tester to screwattack.com, and they do the commentaries over them. And when they brought up the fact about him not helping them shoot the melons, they edited in a clip or something where it showed you trying to help your teammate shoot the melons, and you got yelled at.
Exactly. It was so. That was the biggest bullshit ever. Like, there was really not a reason why they should kick him out. I understand that on day one he probably like made it hurt their freaking feelings, whatever. Ooh. But like after that day, I think he got the message and he was pretty much doing his shit. And it was pretty shitty because he was one of the people that performed best on that challenge, and I was there to witness it. So, you know, but what fucking ever. Sonny can suck my dick.
Alright, so my second question has to deal with the first episode, a couple episodes. You would always sing holding a Sackboy doll. And
Yeah.
most of the commentators that it was funny, they were always joking whether or not like, is that like a Lucky Charm? Was she trying to steal it? So what exactly was the deal with the Sackboy for a while?
I'll explain you right now. It happened that right when we got into the loft, the Sackboy was sitting on the couch. We got interviewed and all that shit. And all the girls went right for it, but I was the fastest. And I got it, yes. So the thing was that I knew and I was aware that if I let it down for 1 second, they were going to take it. And they were like 5 against me. And the guys didn't give a fuck. They were like, whoever takes the Sackboy, who the fuck cares? So I was like, I want to take this shit home. I like it. I like the fucking game. And I love freaking teddy bears and all that crap. Yeah, I'm a faggot. Kill me. So then, you know, like Asuka was like right next to me just waiting for me to drop that shit so she could like take it and put it in her bag like she did one day. And that's why I took it with me all the freaking time. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to look so bad in camera, but yeah, that was the thing. I wanted to take it and I didn't want anybody to take it from me. And it was too big to hide it in my ass, so it had to stay in my arms.
So, alright, so I got an overall question for everybody here. What was your favorite tester moment from this season?
Oh shit. My favorite tester moment. Let me think. No, I didn't like that part. No, now I'm making like this on the phone. My favorite tester moment. Damn. You know, I think my favorite part of the whole show was when Seth Gillian told me I was awesome. Because I was having such a shitty week. And like, you know, it was so hard to wake up in the morning and deal with all this fucking meaningness. And you know, to see somebody actually appreciate what you're trying to do and what you're trying to show, honestly, it really meant a lot to me. So that was my favorite moment.
Alright.
See, my favorite moment is when you were doing the Twisted Metal Challenge. You were trying to hammer in a screw. Or something like that. You were just trying to pound that shit away. And I'm like, hell yeah, she's doing...
That was not me. You have to watch the video again. It's not me.
Then who was it? I thought it was you.
No, we watched the video again. I was not the one trying to hammer in a screw. I was the one talking in Spanish. That was me.
I was about to say, because like whoever was emulating the screw, good job, because that's how the Russians do. If we can't fix it, we just pound that shit away. Do we get it right?
Yeah, man. You gotta find a way. I think at that point we were just desperate, man, and then we were just trying everything that crosses our mind, you know. Hammer the screw, spit the screw, eat the screw. All that stuff, and nothing worked. We lost anyway. So.
Alright. So Tommy, what was your favorite tester moment?
My favorite tester moment was the very first episode when they were showing everyone, and I was watching it because of Ego Raptor. I follow Ego Raptor, you know, I voted for him, so just to see him on the show, I was like, okay, I'm watching it. And watching like those first 5 minutes before the interview started, Ego Raptor's face expressions was just hilarious to me. It was just, I was just cracking up. It's like, oh, it's hilarious. I mean, that's the guy. I like his videos. I mean, he has his humor. He's bringing his humor to the show. But then, of course, it was just great, though. I thought that was hilarious. That was my favorite moment.
You know, it's really bad that you guys, well, you that are a fan of Ego Raptor, actually get it. Like, I'm a fan, and I've been a fan of Ego Raptor for a couple of years now. Like, before I even moved to New York, I loved his work. Back in my country, he's actually very popular. And, you know, when I knew I was going to meet him in person, I was very excited. But then when I got there and I acted like I loved him, everybody were even hating more on me because of that. They were like, why is she overreacting to the fact that he's here? But he's awesome. He's an awesome person. And he's hilarious when he wants to be.
Obviously, the people who did not like Eagle Raptor on the show, they did not watch Metal Gear Awesome.
Alright. So some of my...
Yeah.
Some of my favorite tester moments, you know, I thought Ego Raptor was okay, but he kind of left really early for him to have any moments. My favorite moment, I love the Street Fighter challenge. That looked really good post-production with the life bars and everything. My favorite Suzkaiden moment, and I've seen gifs of this and stuff, like, I believe it was the Street Fighter challenge, maybe? Like, a bunch of big letters. I just came. That was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
And other than that, I love Sky Diddy. He was hilarious throughout the
He was
whole
amazing.
thing.
And the thing is that he was like that all the time. It was not only for the cameras, it's just the way he is. He just like tries to bring that amazing energy to whatever he does and whoever he is with.
And he has an amazing sense of fashion.
Sure he does.
So, question: if you could do it again, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh,
They asked me the same thing when I went back 3 weeks ago to do the episode 8 recording, and they asked me, would you do it again? And they asked me, what would you do different? I'd be like, not come. And then they were like, no, seriously. I'm like, seriously. And then they asked me, would you do it again? I was like, no. Like, really? No, I wouldn't. In my mind, it was completely different from what it was when I got there. And if I would have been aware of what it was going to be, I would have never, ever gone there. But it was an experience and I learned a lot. Yay!
So, do you still want to? Are you still trying to be a tester? Because is that why you got onto the show? Because I know some people they applied to the show. They actually want to be a game tester instead of having to go through the whole job application process.
Everyone that was on the show, I believe everybody over there did have a video on the website, and they had people voting for them and that stuff. I didn't. I actually applied for it through a friend, and I did went through a process of interviews with the production team, like everybody else, and the phone calls and all that stuff. But me was pretty much, as I explained before, I am in a talent agency, and the person from the talent agency and I gamed together. He plays Street Fighter with me, and he got the casting call for the tester, actually. And he told me, there's a show where you go and you play video games and you can work for PlayStation. Why don't you give it a try? And it sounded pretty cool when he said it like that. So I was like, oh my god, yes, I totally want to go. And he submitted my information. And then I interviewed until they made me wait for like 2 months until they called me and told me they wanted me to go.
Okay.
See, if I was on that show and I won the job, I would not take it because I know how shitty a tester position can be.
Yeah, they told me being a tester is like being a toilet cleaner in, I don't know, the Four Seasons or some shit like that. But I thought it was a great opportunity, if you see it as a way of advancement. I know I can work in a studio, and I have abilities, talents, and I've developed stuff through my life, whatever, college and all that useless stuff. And I thought I could get there, be a tester, and then get another job. I don't know, giving the coffee. No, I'm just kidding. And I didn't see it so as so bad until we got there, and like the challenges just, I don't know, they went on crack on the moment they were deciding what they were gonna make the contestants do this season. They got high, then they got drunk, and then I don't know, and then they were, let's just put their heads in a cockroach box and all that stuff. So it was pretty hardcore, but in the end it was a good opportunity for someone who actually enjoys and loves the industry.
Alright, so that was our middle segment. Thank you very much. Again,
I'm
Lisa.
sorry I talk so much.
Oh,
No, that's
no,
perfect.
It's fine.
Perfect.
It's fine. Alright, moving on to... How about you do the intro, Tommy? Since you're covering it this week.
I'm like covering. I don't know how it goes. So this is my second week.
Oh, well, hopefully
oh my
you don't
god,
mess up.
Tommy, come on, it's your second week, man.
It's my
What the
second-
hell? You're gonna
Only
get
heard-
fired.
I only heard it once. Okay. Now it's time for shit people do. Sound the music.
You said it wrong.
I said it wrong.
For the love of Christ, man. It's people doing stupid shit.
It's people doing stupid shit. Okay.
Oh, okay. Retake.
I bet you could do it. You know what, Tommy? Suzkaiden, can you do the intro? People doing stupid shit.
That's all I have to say?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, is this your, third show, second show, the first one?
It's his second show and this is my first one.
Okay.
I listened to it, so I know what the hell is going on.
Yeah, I'm the experienced member here. Ugh.
Okay, so I'll do it. Ready? Welcome to another episode of People Doing Stupid Shit. Yeah.
The music. Alright.
Okay, she did a better job. I'll admit it. Yes. Okay.
Her first week, Tommy.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right.
Oh, come on, Tommy. Don't feel so bad. You can come and stay with me for a while. I'll give you some tacos, and that'll make you feel better.
See, tacos. Yes, okay. Okay. Well, for the news stories I have here is a stolen truck found by police as it's being buried. Alright?
What?
Yeah. So this person in Murray, New York, authorities say investigators using a helicopter to find a stolen 26-foot-long truck spotted a man using a bulldozer to bury a vehicle in the western New York sandpit.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'm not. This is people doing stupid shit.
You gotta be fucking bored. Like, oh my god.
Officials say the box truck was stolen last week from a business in Wayne Country. Police were told the vehicle may have been taken by Murray, 25 miles west of Rochester. Investigators say they flew over the sandpit. The owner's son was in the process of burying the stolen truck using a bulldozer. The two men have been charged. The investigation is continuing. So, I think that's the most stupidest thing I've heard.
No. Here's what I think it all went down. I think the son and his buddies, they were out having a good time in his dad's truck. They stole in the middle of the night, then they fuck up the truck and the interior. And he's like, oh shit, I got to hide this. And instead of admitting it like a man and having some balls, he decides to go and bury it in the sandpit. Where the fuck he got the bulldozer, I don't know.
No, why? What the fuck made him believe he was gonna finish, like, hiding that shit before he got caught? What the fuck?
It's a bulldozer. It makes a lot of noise, man.
It's a how long fucking truck? Like, it's gonna take you a while to fucking, like, dig a big hole so you can put that big shit.
Alright, so my next story is for a person for doing stupid things. It's more like saying stupid shit because he jinxed his friend for this story right here. So a Kansas man and hoped for good fortune after buying a lottery ticket to get the million jackpot, the 656 million? Yeah. But instead, he proved that his chances were better to be struck by lightning. Now,
What?
his friend... No, so... Let's see, where's his name? Okay. Bill Ayers, 48, bought 3 tickets to win the Mega Million jackpot. And his friend told him that he had a better chance of getting struck by lightning than winning. Well, guess what happened later that night?
Oh my god.
Bill was standing in the back of his Wichita duplex when he saw a flash and heard a boom, lightning. It threw me to the ground quivering, Ayers says in the telephone interview on Saturday. It kind of scrambled my brain and gave me an irregular heartbeat. So yeah.
Scramble
his
his
friend
brain.
jinxed him. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
See, when you're talking jinxes, most of the time that don't happen, so I had this vision that the jinx wouldn't come through. Maybe he got hit by a cow or something like that. I don't know. There's tornadoes in Kansas, and you see like picking up cows and shit. So maybe a tornado was nearby and a cow drops on his house. Who knows?
Poor man.
Whatever. It's Kansas. Stupid shit happens there.
Exactly.
It's like the Midwest version of Florida.
Alright, and for my final piece I have...
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. Claire Lynn, a Taiwan woman, commits suicide on Facebook chat.
What the fuck? What? Is that even real?
This is real. I'm serious. Yes.
How do we know she's dead?
Okay, well here...
She typed insert knife.
She changed her
There you
status to dead.
Oh god.
So a woman in Taiwan killed herself by inhaling poisonous fumes while chatting with her friends on Facebook, and none of them alerted authorities. Alright, so Claire Lynn, she killed herself on her 31st birthday.
Oh god.
Now,
None of her friends said anything? It's terrible.
they said nothing. Lynn,
Well, you know, because when a friend of yours tells you, I'm gonna kill myself right now over Facebook chat, you go and dial 911. That's what happens. But, you know, common sense and all that stuff.
let's see, as Lynn, she's typing, Lynn's last Facebook post was, "The fumes are suffocating. They fill my eyes with tears. Don't write to me anymore. A few of her friends chatting her tried to stop her and track her down on their own, but none called police. Chung did not respond to attempts to reach them to come in. And then her final words, in Chinese, wrote, "Too late. My room is filled with fumes. I just posted another picture. Even while I'm dying, I still want Facebook. Must be the Facebook poison, haha." Her final words.
Seriously.
Wow.
Wait, isn't Facebook banned in China?
Well, this is in Taiwan.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
just
but
talked in Chinese.
in Taiwan they speak Chinese.
Because
It's very weird.
I've heard that in China they banned Facebook. So because it's too much information available for people, you know, they're paranoid and all that shit after all that happened to them through the years.
That and the government regulates the internet. They actually had to get the specialized version of Google made in China.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Specialized
Oh.
version of Google? What?
Yeah, Google had to make a special version of the search engine to use in China because China blocks tons of shit. You literally have like maybe an access to 5% of the entire internet in China.
Oh my god. Remind me to never go there. I cannot live without my precious interwebs. No.
If they get it big, you can live there, or you can live in Japan with loads of weirdness.
Oh wait, I love Japan.
I love Japan
Okay,
too,
I'm
but
cute.
it doesn't change the fact that it's fucking weird. No, there's something wrong when they spend all this money on developing wearable cat ears that sense their emotions and shit. And they could be doing something else with that money.
It doesn't suck. They're just different. You cannot
I'm not
judge.
saying it sucks. I'm just saying it's too different. But then again, I'm Russian. What the hell? Everything's different to me, I guess.
You're Russian. Russian people are very different too.
Exactly. All you're used to is bears on unicycles.
Yeah.
I've actually seen a bear on a unicycle. It's not that funny.
I'm scared
Especially
of
when,
Russians.
especially when the bear falls off the unicycle and he gets really pissed.
I think that's hysterical. Are you kidding me?
Oh, come
And
on,
then he
one.
starts to go for the crowd. It's bad. It gets really bad.
But a Russian man could take down a bear. Come on,
We do
Dmitri.
not have Zangiefs. I'm not lying. No, we do not have Zangief.
Zangief. You know he's gay. No, I'm serious. You're gonna hurt his feelings, but yeah, Zangief is actually homosexual. Yeah, it's actually canon. Capcom said. I mean, yeah, they said it was true. So.
No wonder he likes to powerbomb people. Just put their
Yeah.
face in his nuts.
Yeah.
It's true.
Let's just move on from the subject. This is driving me nuts.
So a Taiwanese lady committed suicide.
Well, it says why she did it. She indicated that she was unhappy because her boyfriend was ignoring her and had failed to return home to be with her on her
Oh my
birthday.
fucking god.
Yep, she's stupid.
No.
I do not understand that logic at all. That's just people being stupid. But you know what? The fuck.
Her boyfriend was not returning her calls, so she decided to kill herself. Because that's, you know, that's the only fucking person in the whole wide world. And, you know what? Let me just shut the fuck up.
You know what? You know what? Fuck this. I found the story that I think you guys are going to love. This was seen everywhere. People know about it. Have you guys ever heard about the Batman that was pulled over by city police?
Yes.
Yeah.
Suzkaiden,
Batman?
did you know about this?
Yeah.
Yes, a man dressed in a Batman costume was driving his Lamborghini down to a children's hospital to go on and perform for them or some shit, and he gets pulled over.
Because he's wearing a Batman costume?
No, because his license plate had a Batman sign.
Oh. That makes sense.
Oh, police these.
So I don't know. I'm just expecting him the police to say, it's just like, let me see the license plate numbers, and he just replies, I'm Batman. He runs off.
I'm Batman.
You know, the police officers actually took a picture with him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Okay,
I know-
that sucks.
I know we just made you late to go to the children's hospital where you're gonna make lots of kids happy. Will you take a picture with me? You know, stupid.
Come on, Andrew. If you were a cop, that would make your day. Wouldn't you want a picture with Batman?
If I was a cop and I pulled over Batman, I don't think I could keep a straight face.
Exactly. These people were laughing. Are you kidding me?
And on that note, I think it's time we go to our final thing, which is shoutouts. And if you don't know Suzkaiden, aka Lisa, aka Mrs. Future Maxim Gamer Girl,
I hope so.
this is basically we just do a shout out of whatever you want, just to try to bring attention to it. And I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna steal both ears. I want to say thank you, Lisa, aka Suzkaiden, for coming on the show. It means a lot.
Aw, you're welcome.
So that's my shout out. How about, let me see, there's 3 faces. You're you, Dimitri. What's your shout out?
My shout out. Shit. Mine's gonna have to go out to Capcom for ruining Zangief in this image because they're fucking bitches.
That's a shout out to Aqua Silk. That's the best Zangief right now out there on the scene. So keep it up, man. Keep winning those shits. Yeah. Keep on.
And you, Tommy.
My shout out goes to Bill Ayers for getting struck by lightning and surviving. I mean, what
Oh
a
my
trooper.
Alright.
He's in Kansas, so weird shit happens. I'm surprised a cow didn't fall on him.
Alright, guys. So that brings a wrap to this episode. Coming from the Overshield base, and somewhere I'm not telling you, we are signing off.
From
Everyone,
planet Earth.
later.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Later.